Welcome to our comprehensive presentation on diabetes mellitus. Today, we'll explore this chronic metabolic disorder that affects millions globally. We will cover its definition, symptoms, diagnosis, pathophysiology, clinical manifestations, and management strategies. Let's begin. Diabetes mellitus is a condition marked by elevated blood glucose levels, or hyperglycemia, due to inadequate insulin production or impaired insulin action. To diagnose and manage diabetes, we rely on specific blood glucose measurements. Fasting blood glucose should be less than 100 mg per deciliter in healthy individuals. Levels between 100 and 125 mg per deciliter indicate prediabetes, and 126 mg per deciliter or higher confirms diabetes. Postprandial blood glucose, measured 2 hours after eating, should be under 140 mg per deciliter. Levels between 140 and 199 mg per deciliter suggest prediabetes, while 200 mg per deciliter or more indicates diabetes. HbA1c, or glycated hemoglobin, reflects average blood sugar over 3 months. A normal HbA1c is below 5.7%, prediabetes ranges from 5.7% to 6.4%, and diabetes is confirmed at 6.5% or higher. Diabetes presents with various signs and symptoms, often referred to as the 3 polys. Polyuria, or frequent urination, occurs as the body tries to eliminate excess glucose. Polydipsia, or excessive thirst, results from dehydration due to increased urination. Polyphagia, or excessive hunger, arises because cells are not receiving adequate glucose. Other symptoms include unexplained weight loss, as the body breaks down fat and muscle for energy, persistent fatigue due to inefficient glucose utilization, blurred vision from fluid shifts in the eye lens, slow healing wounds, and frequent infections due to impaired immune function, tingling or numbness in extremities, known as neuropathy. Diagnosing diabetes involves several tests. A fasting blood glucose test with results of 126 mg per deciliter or higher on 2 separate occasions confirms diabetes. An oral glucose tolerance test, where a 2-hour glucose level of 200 mg per deciliter or more, also indicates diabetes. The HbA1c test, showing a level of 6.5% or higher, is another diagnostic criterion. Random blood glucose tests showing 200 mg per deciliter or more, along with classic symptoms, can also diagnose diabetes. Additional tests include urinalysis to check for ketones and proteinuria, lipid profiles to assess cardiovascular risk, kidney function tests, such as BUN, and creatinine fundoscopic examination to detect diabetic retinopathy. Understanding diabetes involves tracing its pathophysiology. It begins with genetic and environmental factors. In type 1 diabetes, the immune system mistakenly attacks pancreatic beta cells, reducing insulin production. In type 2 diabetes, cells become resistant to insulin, and the pancreas cannot produce enough insulin to overcome this resistance. Gestational diabetes involves insulin resistance during pregnancy. These issues lead to decreased glucose uptake by cells, resulting in hyperglycemia. Over time, this causes long-term vascular and neurological damage, leading to complications like retinopathy, nephropathy, neuropathy, cardiovascular disease, and stroke. Diabetes can lead to various complications affecting multiple organ systems. Cardiovascular complications include coronary artery disease, myocardial infarction, and stroke. Renal complications, such as diabetic nephropathy, can progress to chronic kidney disease. Neurological complications involve peripheral and autonomic neuropathy. Ocular complications include diabetic retinopathy, cataracts, and glaucoma. Food complications can result in diabetic ulcers, infections, and even gangrene. Managing diabetes effectively requires lifestyle interventions. Dietary modifications are crucial. A balanced diet rich in fiber, vegetables, fruits, and whole grains is recommended. Limiting sugars, saturated fats, and trans fats is essential. Carbohydrate counting helps in glycemic control. Regular physical activity is important, with at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise per week and strength training twice weekly. Weight management involves maintaining a healthy BMI between 18.5 and 24.9 kilograms per square meter. Smoking cessation is vital to reduce cardiovascular risks. Alcohol moderation is advised, with a maximum of 1 drink per day for women and 2 for men. Medications are tailored based on diabetes type and severity. First-line antidiabetic agents include biguanides like metformin, which starts at 500 mg once daily and can increase up to 2000 mg per day. Monitoring for renal function and gastrointestinal side effects is important. Sulfonylureas, such as glimepiride, start at 1 mg daily and can increase to 4 mg per day, with monitoring for hypoglycemia and weight gain. DPP-4 inhibitors like sitagliptin are taken at 100 mg once daily, with pancreatitis and renal function monitoring. Second-line agents include insulin therapy, which is individualized based on blood glucose monitoring, with types ranging from rapid-acting to long-acting. GLP-1 agonists like liraglutide start at 0.6 mg per day, increasing to 1.2 to 1.8 mg day, with monitoring for gastrointestinal symptoms and pancreatitis risk. Combination therapy often involves metformin paired with other agents like sulfonylureas, DPP-4 inhibitors, or SGLT2 inhibitors. Successful diabetes management requires regular monitoring. Daily self-monitoring of blood glucose, SMBG, and HbA1c checks every 3 to 6 months help track control. Regular screening includes annual lipid profiles, kidney function tests, eye exams, and foot exams. Adverse effects monitoring is crucial to catch hypoglycemia and other medication-specific side effects. Patient education is key. Emphasize the importance of medication adherence and strategies like pill organizers and reminders. Encourage lifestyle modifications through dietary counseling, regular physical activity, and smoking cessation. Teach self-monitoring techniques and how to recognize and manage symptoms of hypo and hyperglycemia. In conclusion, while diabetes is a serious condition, it can be effectively managed with the right approach. By understanding the condition, following a treatment plan, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle, individuals can lead fulfilling lives. Thank you for joining us in exploring diabetes mellitus.